Hey, what's going on everyone? Looks like we have some news of the Nvidia 30 series super GPUs. Now, I actually talked about this in my previous video, and that was the Lovelace video, but I understand if you didn't get to it because it's 17 minutes long and it's buried all the way at the back of the video. So in that video, I speculated a little bit about whether we're going to see the super cards. And well, we've got some new information on top of that, so we're just going to bring a little bit of that old information back and then add this new stuff on top. Okay, so as you can also see, I changed the backdrop a little bit because I'm going to be getting a new PC. So my old PC is going to go over there, my new PC here, and the setup kind of just has to accommodate for that. So we're just going to run with this for a little bit to see how we go. Okay, if you like this video, make sure to click the like button and also to subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Okay, let's get to the new information first, and we have some tweets here from Cop7 Kimmy, and this was on the 31st of December 2020, and he wrote, "I know there are some new SKUs recently, but I don't know their names yet, maybe 3070 Super and 3080 Super." And new when, they wrote, GA102, 384 bits, 12 gigabytes of VRAM and 3080 Ti, and also a 102 320 bits, 20 gigabytes of VRAM and 3080 Super. So he's kind of guessing what those SKUs might be. And Cop7 Kimmy says, change the order. So 3D Center tweeted out, to translate it, GeForce RTX 3080 Ti will be the GA102 with the 320-bit interface, 20 gigabytes of memory and 82 SM as we know, and then the GeForce RTX 3080 Super will be a GA102 with 384-bit interface, 12 gigabytes of memory, and the SM count is unknown at the moment. And he also says, looks like 3080 Super is an upcoming replacement of the regular 3080, not the 3080 Ti. Now, just to add to all of this, Rogame said, but why? All these GA102 cuts will perform roughly the same depending on SM count. That 3080 Ti might not be as cheap as people think it is if Nvidia is planning 3080 Super, unless they plan to bring down 3080 to $650 and place this 3080 Super in the $700 to $800 range. So we're going to explain this simply. So we have a 3090, which is $1,499. Then we have the 3080 at $699. Now we have a 3080 Ti, which will come out, and I'm guessing it's going to compete directly with the 6900 XT, and that card is $999. So I think Nvidia is going to price the 3080 Ti with 20 gigabytes of VRAM at exactly the same price as that AMD card. And you know, this 3080 Ti with 20 gigabytes of VRAM, that's not going to be cheap to add that extra 10 gigabytes of VRAM, because 1 gigabyte of VRAM costs around $10. At least that's the information that I've been running with. So I think with 10 gigabytes of VRAM, that's going to be at least $100 from Nvidia's pocket, and I'm sure they're going to charge you for it. So it can't be $799. So I'm guessing it's either going to be $899 or $999, and it's looking like it's probably going to be $999. So what about that 3080 Super? Well, I think that's got 2 gigabytes of VRAM extra over the top of that 3080. So I think that could be $799, and I think you know, they might want to bring that out just to, I guess, pad the lineup a little bit more, because that's what Nvidia likes to do. They want to have as many cards out there at as many price points as possible to give you guys choice. So what about the 3070 Super? Well, we have some information on the 3070 Ti, and the 3070 Ti was going to be a cut down version of the 3080, so about minus 10% performance from that 3080, and it was going to sit in between the 3080 and the 3070 in terms of both performance and possibly the price. So the 3080 was $699 and the 3070 was $499. So you could see that the 3070 Ti would probably be around $599, given that it has pretty much 10% less performance than the 3080, and of course 10% more performance than the 3070. So it begs the question, well, do we really even need a 3070 Super? And you know, honestly, this is the one that makes the least sense to me. So I could kind of see them doubling up on the VRAM on the 3070 and giving you 16 gigabytes and calling that a 3070 Super, although that would throw all of the Super names out of whack. but they could also give you a G0103 chip, and they could cut that G0103 however they want. And if you go back to about a year ago, well, Cat Corgi actually had a tweet about the G0103 chip, which hasn't been used at the moment. They've only used the G0102 and the G0104. And if you go look at this tweet, which was on the 11th of March 2020, Cat Corgi had the GA103, which had 60 SMs and it had 10 gigabytes of memory and it had a bus width of 320 bit, and it was going to be around 110% performance. So it was going to be about 15% better than the GA104, which was a 3070 chip. So again, it could happen, but really, with so many cars with a 3070 Super, they're really splitting hairs when it comes to having that many SKUs. So I'm not really sure the 3070 is going to come out because they already have plenty of SKUs. So the 3070 might be, well, the 3070 Super might actually just be a refresh that comes a lot later on. So maybe the 3070 Super and the 3080 Super will come a little bit later down the track, maybe 3 or 4 months later, and we'll give the lineup a bit of a refresh. So people who hadn't already bought yet, hadn't bought a 3080 or a 3070, well, they could probably look at the 3070 Super and the 3080 Super with a little bit added performance. Okay, so that about does it for this one. If you like this video, make sure to click the like button and also to subscribe to this channel for more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next one.